later.
Okay, and I just have one more
Please.
comment. I'm sorry. To respond to Ms. Kepler, I did call Mayor
You need to
Fox.
address the-
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I did call Mayor Fox. And he came into my business with my husband in 2022. And I said to him, what's the deal with the tent? How long is it supposed to stay up? And his answer to me was, it's up to the governor. I went, okay, it's up to the governor. I heard the whole
Well, at that
thing.
time, that was definitely true.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. And then in September, I emailed Jane, I emailed John, I emailed Mayor. You weren't the mayor at the time. I emailed Mayor Fox. I emailed everybody. I said, what's the deal? And everybody, I think Erica responded to me too, because I said, when's it coming down? And they said November 30th. That's it. It's coming down. So, you know, it had nothing to do with my brother, okay? I've been there for 43 years. And my husband and I, Murray's has been there in that location since 1972, okay? You never heard a peep out of me. No one's, I don't complain about anything, but this is like overkill, like when? And again, I'm going on the record and stating, I don't have a problem with the tent or the outdoor dining or the music or anything. What I have the problem with is it's a parking lot. No one in Monmouth County uses, no restaurant, and I've done my research, if you all wanna do your research, there is not one restaurant in Monmouth County that uses their entire parking lot for outdoor dining.
Ms. Bartlett, I'm ready for Madam, I think it's
Yes.
first time I've spoken.
Yes,
So like I said, my concern is processing this paperwork, I think. I just wanted to, you came in and you talked about prior approvals and all that sort of stuff. I
correct.
just want to tell you that the statute that I'm talking about talks about using a parking lot for this purpose up to 75%
Up
of
to
it.
75%,
Correct.
that they're using the entire.
Okay, so you're aware of that, all right?
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
the law has
I am.
changed since this has all gone along. It's part of the
Absolutely.
confusion. is People assume it's
And
before.
there's also the problem of the handicap parking space that's there for the business, that's not being used. I think it's called the,
That's required in the statute now too, that 75% and including at least one DDA space.
so that's what I'm
I
saying.
just don't want
Let's
to,
move
I
forward.
just wanted to speak, I'm glad that you're aware of that change in the law.
Oh.
But here's the conundrum, right?
Yeah,
So let's say that, first of all, it's not clear it's a zoning regulation or otherwise, right? But they still have to be approved by the ABC. So whatever the premise is, whether it's 75%, 50%, whatever it is, you still have to say where you're putting the bar, where you're putting the table, where you're putting the chairs. And they haven't written any guidance on that for the next 3 weeks. So that's the difficulty that our professionals and the people that work here face is, you know, you can come in with ideas, this, that, the other thing. However, it's not clear that the ABC is gonna say okay to any of this either. And so we're basically using our municipal levers, the zoning and the things that are within our control
I
to
know
do
you
what
are.
we can do, but there's all this other stuff that's going on outside of our control. So I don't wanna overpromise or what have you. I'm glad that you're aware of that.
No, I'm totally.
Because that may
aware.
be the best we can do. to
And
be honest with
honestly,
you.
I'm at the point where we were all good neighbors. Now, people give me the finger, people are calling me names. This is
Yeah.
terrible.
The last, I
It's
mean,
terrible
this has been going on
what
for
they're
years, but
doing.
the last 3 months have definitely, you know,
Yeah,
no one's
it's
angry at me, but
terrible.
I can see the anger.
Absolutely. I'm gonna be the bad guy? Okay, you want me to be the bad guy? I'll be the bad guy. It's ridiculous. And all I'm saying is, why the whole parking lot? I just don't understand why the entire parking lot is being used.
I understand. I'm gonna respectfully tell them not to comment on that, because at some point that might be a question here or the land use board or otherwise, but your point.
Maybe Darcy's getting too big for Bradley Beach. Maybe they have to find another place, move somewhere else. I don't know what the answer is, but you know, the parking is crazy. And that's the deal. They were approved for upstairs by the they got a variance, build upstairs, they're outdoor
That's
dining.
part of my 12-hour.
And their approval was to have 18 parking spaces and a handicap parking, so
So-
that's what I'm going on.
So Greg, we
Understood.
probably should move on, but
Yeah,
Okay.
look, just know
We hear you.
that we
Well, I
hear
just
you,
wanted to
we hear,
that
we hear
It had
everything.
nothing to do, I did reach out
We
to Mayor Fox and.
We just wanna make sure that the process that's run gives you your due process, gives the
Yeah.
owner, and I now, sitting here at this moment, I'm not entirely sure what that is, given
Right.
without the guidance. So
Gotcha, thank you.
that's where we're
all.
at.
I appreciate it, I do.